All right, welcome back to the Tuesday show. Let's talk now about events that are upcoming.
That's right. Let's just talk about what's coming up this weekend, actually. And speaking of that, let us switch the topics.
Come on.
Boom, there it goes. All right, so let's talk about stuff that's coming up this weekend. There's actually surprising a lot of different little things that are going on this weekend. So obviously, one of the big things that's happening is PAX Prime itself. I don't know if there's going to be any specific like Street Fighter tournaments or anything like that, but I did see that Smash is going to have a tournament at PAX Prime. So let me see if they actually have any. Oh, it's going to be VG Bootcamp. So you can check it out on twitch.tv, VG Bootcamp. It's the PAX Prime Smash Brothers Melee and Wii U tournament. It's going to be taking place at the Westin Seattle, which is where PAX Prime is. So yeah, there you go. So that's going to be going on this weekend. Also going on this weekend, pretty big one in terms of fighting games. One of Big E's events, Summer Jam. Summer Jam 9 is taking place this weekend. And yeah, I think it's like every game. That's the way what he always does. But I mean, if you want to catch this one this weekend, it's going to be twitch.tv/Team Spooky, of course. NYC Furby is going to be streaming. KPB Live is going to be streaming. Nika_KO is going to be streaming.
That's probably Third Strike.
Oh, that's right, huh?
That's probably Street Fighter 3.
Yeah, Combat Network is going to be streaming, and Smash Studios is going to be streaming as well.
Awesome.
Once again, if you check out at Ace King Offsuit, he just tweeted out a bunch of... he just tweeted out a bunch of graphics for SER Prelude. I wonder if he's made any for Summer Jam yet. Okay, I'll have to think about that. But okay. But in any case, yeah. So that's one of Big E's big events that's coming up this weekend. And just like I had just mentioned, SER Prelude is coming up this weekend as well. This, however, is a one-day event. This, of course, is being made by the Level Up Live crew. And this will be streamed on twitch.tv/leveluplive and as well as Level Up Live 2.
Which day is this?
This is Saturday. This is actually Saturday, and it's Ultra Street Fighter 4, UMVC 3, Mortal Kombat X, Xrd, Killer Instinct, P4A, U, BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend, Super Smash Bros. Wii U only. There's no Melee at this event.
Interesting.
As well as Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax.
Okay, so many more games than the previous SCR Prelude.
Yeah, because the previous one was only like 6 games or something like that, right?
It's very few, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be happening. Of course, this is all leading up to the SCR in October. So, yeah, that's happening this weekend as well. So, big East Coast tournament, big West Coast tournament here. Also, Hong Kong, dude, the Chinese they have the best naming scheme for their tournaments ever. So, this tournament apparently is called the Hong Kong Esports Tournament.
How descriptive. It's even less descriptive than the Taiwan Fighting Game Major, because that could be any of the electronic sports played by any of the e-athletes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't actually even know necessarily if, I just don't even have any information here in terms of who's streaming it or anything, but you can go to hkesports.com to find out more information. Again, this is all events that are on the FGC calendar provided by Malice is Godlike. So you can always check that out at tinyurl.com/FGC calendar. Another event this weekend, the premier Super Turbo tournament on the planet, X-Mania, which took place at EVO 2 years ago, at EVO 2014. This year, it is happening this weekend. It is back in Japan. It's gone to France, I think it was, a couple of times.
Yeah.
It was Europe a couple of times, then it was at EVO. Back now here in Tokyo, Japan. This will actually be, that's so sick, streamed on twitch.tv. That's cool. Instead of Nico Live or something like that. So twitch.tv/Mikado_SSF2X. So MIKADO_SSF2X. On the 29th, it's going to be a singles tournament. On the 30th, it's going to be the 3-on-3 team tournament. So definitely check that out.
What time is that? If it says,
let me see if they have it here.
Yeah, it had it at the top.
Oh, okay. It's starting at 12 a.m. basically on Saturday, and then.
Is this Pacific time, or any idea?
Question.
If that's explicit.
That's a good question. We may be able to look.
Well, we'll find that out. But in any
okay.
case, it's sometime this weekend. Definitely check out twitch.tv/Mikado_SSF2X if you want to watch any of the best ST players in the world.
Yep. I also got a tweet earlier from a Ryo Kaganda, I guess, and he's just mentioned that on the 30th, which I believe is Sunday, there's going to be an online BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend tournament with a $250 pot in there.
Interesting.
It's like at afreeca.tv. I retweeted it earlier, but you can find it at Monokeros, which is MONOKER0S. So go there on Twitter. Again, that's MONOKER0S. And find his tweet about it if you're interested in entering a $250 pot bonus online BlazBlue tournament.
Sponsored by Africa TV.
Yep, that's correct. So
Okay.
there you go.
Things that are happening this weekend.
Yep, that's this weekend. And of course, that's not all that's happening, because if you notice on the side here, it says upcoming events. There you go. Yeah, beautiful. Good job.
Did that work?
Yeah,
Did that work?
It worked.
Really? Oh, yeah, all right.
Okay. So lots of good stuff happening soon. So we talked about Summer Jam. And then if you also remember last week, we mentioned that Capcom Cup was announced to be on the same day as NEC, which is another Big E tournament. So Big E, who does Winter Brawl, Summer Jam, and NEC. But unfortunately, Capcom, they had to go along with the PlayStation experience, so they announced it on the same day as NEC. Well, the Capcom guys actually, they've said they didn't want to step on anybody's toes.
Right, they're very explicit about that.
And they are backing up their word because they helped Big E get another venue for a week later.
Yeah.
So NEC is now being relocated to December 11th through 13th. They have a new venue, and the one tweet that I saw from Big E was, "Wow, I can't wait till you guys check out this new venue." Like, he seems really excited about it. So, seriously, big ups to Capcom for helping them out. That they didn't even have to do it, because they don't have to explain themselves, because they're stuck on PlayStation experience.
Yeah,
right?
it's just obviously the date was just up to Sony.
Right.
That's it.
And so the fact that they went above and beyond to help them with this, I think that's fantastic. I'm super happy for everybody. And, that prevents those two, because NEC is big, right? It's like, of the 3 Big E events, this one's always considered the biggest one, right? It would be a shame to grab a lot of people and not have them at, NEC because they're watching Capcom Cup or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's really nice, and it definitely backs up Capcom USA's assertion that they don't want to step on toes, that they don't want this to be just some developer coming in and just taking over.
Right, yeah.
Which has definitely happened in some esports type games.
Yeah.
So it goes a long way toward backing that up, and I think that is awesome. The people who are involved running the Capcom Pro Tour, all former players.
Yep.
All former players in Street Fighter and Marvel and Smash and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Also at NEC, I saw that Stickbug announced that Xrd at NEC is going to have a $2,000 pot bonus. And Uniel is going to have a $750 pot bonus.
Shoutouts to Undernight.
Yeah, and not only that too, but I heard a lot of Japanese players were coming to NEC.
Oh.
I don't know how the date change is going to affect it. Hopefully, a lot of the Japanese players haven't bought their tickets, or they'll let them change it.
Right.
But NEC is always a big anime game tournament. So I think a lot of Japanese players are going to be flying out to that event. So that's going to be super cool. Again, $2,000 pot bonus. He even said that some people expressed interest in BlazBlue 3v3 as a main event at NEC.
Cool.
And so if you're interested, definitely contact Stickbug on Twitter. That's at ST1CKBUG.
Right.
So Stickbug, check that out and tweet him your thoughts about that. So Speaking of anime games, CEOtaku, another tournament that's trying very hard to be, mostly about the anime games. Registration is live.
Indeed.
And they sent out some early numbers. Now, the early numbers are never indicative of anything, especially in the fighting game community.
Yeah.
Because people always go towards the end. But it still was interesting to note that there was a lot of people sign up for all these games, and Marvel had one person signed up.
Yeah.
But then again, Marvel's probably the one community that would be most likely to wait until the last week to sign up.
Man, maybe so. When is the final date? Does it say there when it's taking place? Because I don't recall offhand. October 17th through 18th, CEOtaku.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not for a little while.
Yes.
I don't really know why Bailey put it out, because it's just making us talk about it. Not just us.
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody was talking about it, yeah.
And people see, like, one entrant for one game.
Marvel's dead.
The highest game has, like, 30 people or whatever, 38 people.
Yeah,
And it sounds silly, but that's almost 2 months away.
Right,
and in fighting game registration terms, that's forever.
Yeah,
That's forever.
One thing I will say about Jabali, he likes to, be very open about a lot of the stuff that he's doing.
Yeah, so. Which is very nice.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. But cool stuff for that. Also, very cool. So there's a tournament, First Attack, that takes place in Puerto Rico. No association to my show, First Attack.
That's true. In fact, you guys have talked it over.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to him about that. I was like, really? You stole my name? And he's like, I'm sorry.
That's true.
But First Attack is an event in Puerto Rico. And what's really cool is this is supposed to take place on September 4th through 6th. So during Labor Day weekend. I know a lot of players are actually going there. I think, it says PR Balrog, Infiltration, EX Pugera, Takumi. They're all heading out there.
Wow.
But the cool thing that they just announced is that Street Fighter V is going to be playable there.
Oh, wow.
So, it looks like since it's part of the Capcom Pro Tour, they're going to be bringing Street Fighter V to there so people can actually get a chance to test it out. And I think that's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
That's September 4th through 6th or something?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, September 4th through 6th.
I originally was considering going to that.
Oh, really?
One of my friends is getting married in Fiji. Okay?
Oh.
And I'm not going to Fiji. I'm instead going to the party that she's having in Southern California for everybody who can't go to Fiji.
Okay.
So that's the same weekend, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay. Some people in the chat are saying that Infiltration's going, but...
Cool.
Some people saying that PR Balrog is no longer going.
I heard he can't make it, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. That's really unfortunate. Because, obviously that's his home country. I'm sure he would love to be able to see his family and stuff like that, so... that's too bad, so...
Well, there are lots of Puerto Ricans in the scene, so...
It's funny, too, because,
it's a lot of talent.
Some people are talking about, destination weddings. My cousin literally created a destination wedding so that people wouldn't go.
I really think that's part of it.
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
Yeah,
I really do. Dude,
because she was basically like, look, I have to invite 300,000 people to this wedding, and I really don't want to. I want a small wedding, so I'm doing a destination wedding so that most people won't go, and it worked, right?
I guess it's just, especially look. Here's the thing about flying to Fiji from the U.S. It takes 2 days.
What?
Because you're crossing the international date
line.
line.
Yeah. Okay.
So in order to fly there, there's only one flight that leaves the West Coast and goes direct to Fiji. And it leaves at night, and you arrive the next morning.
Right. Yeah.
And her wedding is on Tuesday, which means that the whole week is gone.
It's in the middle of the week.
Yeah. So anyway, it's impossible. Clearly.
Okay. And yes, I know. As soon as I said Puerto Rico and as soon as I said country, I knew I was gonna get crap for it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even bother.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. As soon as I said it, I was like, damn it. I can't call it a state.
No, it's
just
like
a province or a territory. Would you call it a province?
No, it's
just territory. Okay.
It's the U.S. territory. That's the official.
All right. It's PR Balrog's home territory.
There you go. That's what it is.
It just doesn't sound any good. So,
well, it doesn't, and there's a pretty good reason why it maybe shouldn't just be a territory anymore. But okay.
In any case, we've talked a lot about the Topanga League results from all the different cities. Well, they've announced that Topanga League 5, which is the B League, is starting on September 4th. Oh. So remember, we were announcing some of the people who were the top placers of their city. Well, they've announced the B League players, and the B League players, is a lot of them. And of course, the way that this works, if you guys don't know, it's a round robin event. It's basically, the whole goal is to get into the A tier group of players, and then they do a round robin there, and then you win a ton of money. So a bunch of the B level players play against each other, and then they fight against like the 2 lowest scorers from last year's A League, and they basically try to take their spots in the A League, if I'm not mistaken. If that's how
it sounds right. Yeah.
So the players announced for the B League right now are, how are some of these people not in the A League? Fudo with Fei Long, Pugera with Ibuki, Santaro with Sagat, Dashio with Seth, Ninomai with Rose, Nishikin with Blanca, Sasaki with Cody, Peppadai with El Fuerte, Kawaguchi with Rose, Mago with Yang, Mise with Makoto, we were just talking about him, Gachikun with Sagat, Matsuri with Chun-Li, I with Juri, oh cool, okay, I with Juri, Shiro with Abel, MDR with Rufus, -6 with Poison. -6 was the Cammy player from a while ago, wasn't he? I believe, like back around Super Days, I think. It's a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure you played Akuma, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway. And Hagijin with Zangief.
It's super cool that Matsuri got there because she's the woman player, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she did really well in the Topanga sort of qualifier. I think she won one of them. Mm-hmm. Which is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really hope that she does well. She's the one I'm rooting for in there.
Oh, okay, cool. And apparently,
even though it's Chun-Li, you know my feelings on Chun-Li. But I'll put up with it.
Yeah. Oh well, there's 2 slots also open for 2 online qualifiers as well. So, but yeah, the first place of each block is gonna get about $805. So
sweet.
Yeah, but then of course, they will be getting into, like we said, the top players have a chance to get into the A League as well. So, cool stuff.
Definitely, I really like what they're doing over there. Keep it up.
Okay, so
as they are.
That's it for upcoming events. Do you want to take another break and then we can get into the game news?
Sure.
Okay, cool, no problem. We will be right back, guys.